Hey, welcome back, Veteran Nation fans. And this evening, I am recording this. I was watching the State of the Union and I got told that this was going down. I'm still getting messages. And yeah, I don't have the full motion, but I do have some of the stuff right now. And well, I'm going to talk of what we know at the recording of this. This is going out in the morning. So if you guys are watching this, I recorded it last night. It's going out in the morning. Uh, first thing. And I might do a live. I might not. I don't know yet. But I do want to show you guys this, and then we can talk about uh, my prediction, what it means, and what's going to happen with this. Okay, because we already know some things. So here, let me go ahead and pull this document up. And this is from the docket where I'm looking for it here. I apologize. Like I said, this is all being done on the fly. There we go. Got it there. So as you can see right here at the very top, is there a way to make this bigger? There we go. Right at the top, number 180, motion to disqualify judge by Jeremy B. Hales, filed by Randall Shockett. There you folks go. Now, if you recall last week when the judge put in his recommendation to dismiss, I said then, I said right then, Randy gets a chance to respond. And I said, I would expect something to come of this. And one of those things I suggested and said that one thing I expected was that they would ask for the judge to step down. Now, if you recall, this happened with Judge Grudge. They had to ask him 3 times, and he refused all 3 times before the Florida Appeals Court stepped in and said, "No, you have to." And I know what you guys are thinking right now. You're saying, "But this is federal court. It's not Florida court." Oh, oh, but Florida law applies. Florida law applies. And here's why. It's in uh, Florida court. We're not dealing with an interstate dispute. Okay. While yeah, the parties are in different states, these issues are pretty much well within, like, everything's coming up as it applies to Florida law. And according to Florida law, you know, the according to Florida law, as we know with Judge Grudge, when you make a request for the judge to disqualify themselves and to step aside, they have to. They have to. Now, that is going to be the law in this case. I am fully expecting. What I don't know is, does it just apply to Bolitho or does it apply to Hinkle as well? I don't know. But if you recall, what was it, a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, when the judge gave his recommendations, I said, yeah, first off, Randy gets a shot at this. Randy gets a shot. I also said if they do dismiss it, they should appeal that. I wasn't that way with Dan Owens. I am that way with this case because there's so many things. And again, all I have is this right here. I've got this. Okay. I don't have anything else. But this absolutely, in my opinion, is the right move. And here's the thing: they're according to Florida law, which does apply when there's not an interstate dispute. Uh, the federal court has to follow the law of the state where the dispute is where it occurred. Okay. So I think this is a very smart move by Randy Shockett. I Because here's the other thing. Let's say the judge decides not to disqualify. Okay. And then moves to dismiss. This is another appeals. This right here is another thing to base an appeal on and say, okay, well, we asked for the judge to disqualify themselves and they didn't. So this is incredibly smart by Randy Shotkin. Incredibly smart. I fully expect. I actually expect the judge to just step aside. I do. And there's lots of reasons that they can give for this. They can say, well, we tried to add them as defendants to the other case. And they said, no, you got to do a whole other case. Okay, so we did a whole other case. Then he wasn't allowing us to serve people. And there were just all these issues that the judge was allowing and was not taking on with this case. And in the other case, they sanctioned our attorney, but they haven't done anything to the other attorney. There's so many issues out here that this is ripe for disqualification. Like it is the judges. Well, the judge in this case has not contained it and is now just trying to dismiss it. So way before anything is even viewed. And we did see earlier today there was Randy's response to the disqualify motion. Again, like I told you guys, I am not going through all the motions. A lot of people are out there; they're celebrating when one motion is taken. They're booing when another one is. Don't worry about the motions, okay? Don't worry about the motions. The motion that's like missing the forest for the trees, okay? You have to look at the bigger picture overall. And when a lot of these things have lined up, yeah, that I'm just laughing because remember I said way back a year ago when Judge Grudge, when I was like, I thought Florida had a law that said if a judge is asked to disqualify and recuse themselves, they have to. And he kept saying no, no, no. And I was right. The appeals court did say, yeah, no, 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 you have to. Like they said it in their response. No, that was wrong. You should have recused yourself the moment they made it. And in this one, that is going to be true as well. If not, if not, Jeremy has such a good appeal, such a good appeal. Uh, Again, because a judge has to be fair and impartial, and they have to call balls and strikes right down the line, and dismissing. Okay, I just got word. So those of you who are watching right now, Max Lab, because this is at night. Max Lab does have a copy of it. It's 80 pages long. He's putting out a video, so we will be able to watch it. So if you're watching this in the morning, go to Max Lab 35 at Max Lab 35 and watch his video. It's got all of it in there. But yeah, I'm just laughing because especially when it comes to federal court, I'm not an expert. I'm not the most knowledgeable guy, but I'm also not an idiot. Uh, you know, I know which way the wind blows, and I could see this one coming. Randy Shockett is a very capable attorney, in my opinion, from a lot of the people I've seen argue various cases, and I think this is just an incredibly smart move. It if I don't think there's a loss anyway here for Jeremy at this point. If the judge rules against this motion and then rules to dismiss, Jeremy has a prime case for appeal. Uh, if the judge rules in his favor on either of these, uh, it's just going to be good for Jeremy. And here's the thing: the judge can't dismiss it and then recuse. You can't do that. It's he'll either recuse or deny and deny. That's what's going to happen. Um, because if he refuses to recuse and then allows the case to go on, Jeremy still has he can still appeal that motion. So he's really just building himself just a perfect wall so that regardless what happens, he has a strong appeal. So uh, I can't believe, I was really shocked Bolitho did what he did because when I was looking at what they were going to do, I was like, oh, this is like you never want to paint yourself into a corner in court, and that goes for all parties involved, to include judges. Uh, there's been many times where judges have painted themselves into a corner, and then it's like, okay, well, I have to rule this way. If not, I'm going to be overturned on appeal, and it's not good for a judge to be overturned on appeal. But there's already now plenty of issues uh, that I think are at this point setting Jeremy up that if he gets any of these denied, he's got right grounds for an appeal, regardless how it ends up. So I think Jeremy is in an even stronger position today than what he was in 6 months ago. So uh big news tonight. I'm again, this is going out in the morning. I might do I'll put this out at 6 because I normally do coffee at the skipper at 6:30. Uh so yeah, I you guys doing might see me do both. I don't know. It's all gonna be how I feel. Maybe I'll put this out and then I'll come on live and we can talk about it. I don't know. But yeah, big news in the case tonight. This is a game changer. This one is a game changer. So I hope you guys enjoy this. And as always, thank you for being worth serving.